Hello and welcome ProITians. So in the last session we looked at conditional branching, right? And we saw some small quotes on if, elif and else statements, right? Uh, in this session we are going to look at nested if statement, right? Okay, and also, importantly, now from today, we are going to start working on some real sort of an examples, right? So, because I think we are done with most of the important basic stuff, and we now have to start working on some real project like scenarios, right? All right, we'll start working on that. But before that, I wanted to re-emphasize on one thing. All right, for the people who are coming on from the non-programming background or who are like learning Python as their first programming language, it's very important for them to to code. I mean, to practice. As much practice you do, it's still going to be less, right? So if you want to be a pro, you need to practice a lot. You create your own scenarios. You write your codes. It's okay if it breaks, no problem. You can put your queries on the comment section. I'll revert back to you with the answers that can help you out in coming up with your own new examples. So all those things is going to be in a, yes, it's going to be a loop, and it's all learning in a loop, right. So today we are going to look at nested if statement, and in the next session we are going to start looking on the loops like for loop, while loop, and other things, right? So it's important that you stay focused and keep motivated, because we want to be a pro, right? We want to be pro in programming, and that's going to happen very soon. Great. All right, let's jump back to our session. Okay, thank you. Welcome back, ProITians. So in the last session we discussed about if, elif and else statements, and we ran through some examples on those. Now today we will be looking at some real examples on nested if statements. Yeah. So before that, let's revise on what we have learned till now about if, elif and else if statement. So I'll take about 5 minutes to cover the theory part, and then we'll look into coding. Yeah. All right. Let's get started. Right. So what is if statement? We have seen some of these yesterday, but let's go through the theory part. So it's a program evaluates the expression and will execute statement only if the expression is true. Yeah. So you give an expression here, and then there is a condition if it is going to be true or false, right? If the expression is false, then the statement is not executed. So body of the statement is indicated by indentation. Yeah. First unindented line marks the end, which we have seen yesterday also, right, in the example. Python interprets non-zero values as true, and none and zero are interpreted as false, right? Okay, so as we have seen in the earlier example, if we check the int value of true, it will be 1, and int value of false, it will be 0, right, in the earlier session. All right, so give an expression and give a condition. So if the condition is true, then the body of the if statement, which is actually indented, will be executed. If it is false, if the condition is false, then it will move out, and it will move out of this loop and go to the next part, right? Like we saw the example, if I go to the shopping mall, if the cab is available. So if it is available, then I'll go to the shopping mall. If the cab is not available, then I'll move out and come out of this loop, right? That is if statement, right? Now let's move to the if else statement. So if else statement, program evaluates the expression and will execute the body only if the expression is true, right? If the expression is false, then the else is executed. Indentation is used to separate the blocks, right? Okay, so what does this mean? If I have to go to the shopping mall, cab is available, then I'll go to the shopping mall. If the cab is not available, what can I do? I'll watch TV and then come out. Yeah. So that is, a very rough example of if and else statement. If cab is available, I'll go to shopping mall. Else, I'll go and watch TV. I'll stay at home and watch TV. Right? Short and sweet. Let's move to the next one. If, elif, else statement. So if the condition of if is false, then it checks to the next elif statement. And if all elif is false, then the body of else is executed. Yeah. Only one of the if, elif, and else block is executed, right? Let's walk through this flowchart. So, if the expression is true, yeah, if the expression is true, then body of if will be executed, which will be of course indented, and if it is false, then it will go to the elif condition, and then if elif is true, then it will execute the body of elif statement. If it is false, then it will execute the body of else statement. Yeah. All right. Now let's move to the next one, which is our topic for today. That is nested if, elif, else statement. If, elif, and else statements are nested inside under if, elif, and else statement. Okay. Any number of statements can be nested inside one another. So if can have multiple nests of elif or else statement. Similarly, elif can have multiple conditions or statements for if or else statement, so on and so forth. Yeah, it can have multiple levels, but the level of indentation is used to figure out nesting. Okay, which we are going to see in the live example today. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the flowchart. If statement, if it is true, body of if. If it is false, goes to the next level, that is a nested expression. If that is true, body of nested if. If it is false, body of nested if, else, or etc. Right? All right. Let's look at some examples. Okay. Okay, so to save time, what I've done is I've actually coded this program. Yeah, this is like in real-time program wherein providing a fictitious scenario, right? Write a program to provide 2 tea coupons based on the grade. Yeah, so here we have the short summary of what is required in the program. So in Python terms, this is also called as docstring. Okay, so as you know, if we have to write comment in a single line, then it is hash. But if you want to write a comment in the multiple lines, then it will be 3 quotes. Right? Yeah. So this in Python terms, it is also called as docstring. Okay. Okay. So let's walk through the expression. What is required? Yeah. So employee of a company 79 provides tea coupons based on the grade and work location of the employee. Okay, so if an employee is under grade A, working out of BNG will get 5 coupons, right? If the employee of grade A working out of CNG location will get 3 coupons. For grade B, working out of BNG will get 7 coupons, and I'll actually, let me type this out, BNG and CNG. Okay, will you get 5 coupons, right? Now take input, we have to take the input of the user and print the coupons that can be provided. All right. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so what we have done to start with is we have imported a module sys, and this is the first time we are doing such sort of scenario, right? Earlier we were actually dealing with very small examples, like A is equals to 10, B is equals to 10. If A is equal to B, then so and so. If A is greater than B, then all those sort of things. Yeah, but now we are actually slowly, gradually, we are delving into more project like scenarios, and we will work on the codes for those. Yeah. All right. So we are done with import sys, and import sys is the module. Sorry, right? Import is the command used to import any built-in module in Python. Yeah. So sys, as you know, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, sys is an inbuilt module of Python. Now, what is module? So module is actually a set of defined functionalities that are put together as a single package unit to perform specific functions. Okay, so for example, our code here, it is going to provide a specific function, right? Now this can also be treated as a single module, right? The entire part. Okay, so similarly, Python has its own inbuilt modules which we can use in our programs, so that we can actually save some lines in our codes. And if we don't use this module, we can still get the same output, but we'll have to write some additional lines of codes, right? So anyways, so we have started with importing sys module. Then we are actually printing the output as which will be displayed on the screen as write a program to provide team coupons based on grade and work location of an employee, right? Which I can rephrase to in a better way. I mean, yeah, it needs some correction here, but anyways, so we are dealing with grade, right? And based on the grade, then we are dealing with location, right? So first is our grade, right? So let's start with let's start with the input of grade, and then we'll start with the input of location. Okay, so grade is equals to input grade A B C colon, and then we'll wait for the input from the user, and whatever input is provided by the user, if it is A, B or C, it is going to be converted into uppercase, right? Then it is or, then blank. The reason is because in case if the employee chooses to just by mistake, if the input is provided as blank, or there's a space or something, then it will be still, it will not throw any error, right? So that's the reason. Okay, next line, location. So LOC is equals to input location BNG CNG other, and then it is converted to uppercase, and again a blank, right? Now if grade is AB and location is equals to Bangalore, BNG, or location LOC equal CNG, then we are going at if grade equal A, and then if location equal BNG, then give 5 coupon, right? So if grade A, location BNG, give 5 coupon, right? So okay, elif location equal CNG, CNG for grade A, 3 coupon, so coupon 3, right? Else coupon equals 0. So if the employee key is in the location apart from these two locations, then he will get 0 coupon. Okay, let's look on the next part. If grade is equals to B, grade equal B, right? Location equal BNG, coupon 7, and if location equal CNG, coupon 5, that requirement was 5, right? elif else coupon equals 0, right? And then as you can see, I mean, this is nested under this one, and this part is nested under this, right? And how we can identify it? Based on the indentation, okay? And you can see if, and this one also, it is also nested under this. So there one nest is this and the another nesting is done here, yeah? So now if this, else, if the condition is not a grade is equal to a, and if grade not equals to b, then else print coupon will be provided only to employee in grade A or B at work location PNG or CNG, okay? And then we are calling sys.exit. Now exit is a method, okay? So exit is a method that we are using to exit out of module sys, okay? So we are putting sys.exit, right? And then print f. If you remember, it was for format wherein we don't want to make any changes in the I mean, whatever the values are there in the bracket, it should be actually represented with the real outcome of those, right? So LOC, location, so location is equals to BNG, then grade is in grade A, B, then coupons, yeah? So that's how it is. And yeah, F was for that, and yes, and that's a simple code. So I hope you were able to get along with the code. Now let's execute this and see the output of it, okay? All right, so for execution, as you know, we can click on run and then run module, or we can click on F5 on the keyboard, yeah? That's a shortcut. So I'll run on F5. Okay, it asks me to save. I click on OK, and then yes. Now if we key in A, and if I type in small, you remember it's going to convert into the caps, right? In the upper, right? So it is anyways going to convert into upper, right? So even if you are keying in, if the user keys in small, no worries, it will automatically convert into caps, yeah? And I hit enter. So coupons for location B and G in grade A are 5. Okay, so where this output came from? Coupons for location A in location B and G are 5, right? If this condition is meeting, then exit out of it and then print this one. If this condition is not meeting, then only it will come to else statement, right? Now let's have a look on the situation where the condition is not meeting. Okay, so I'll again execute by clicking on F5. Okay, and now let me try entering C, and again C will be changed into uppercase. I type in other. Okay, coupons will be provided only to employees in grade A or B at work location B and G or C and G. All right, so that's I mean, that's the output we actually wanted to get, right? I mean, if we go to the small synopsis in the doc string, that's what the output we wanted to get, right? For grade A in a particular location, how many coupons are required in a day, right? All right, guys, I hope you were able to get along with the code that was presented in this session. If you're not, do post your comments and queries in the comment sections, and I'll get back to you. Okay. And I hope you guys are practicing quite good enough, because as the more you practice, the more confidence you will have, and try to practice with different sort of scenarios, right? So in this program also you can actually replace the program with a grade A, B, C, then the location so and so, then your salary will be like you can do it as like if your grade in this one and then location is this, you will get salary is equals to this thing, and else you're getting salary as 10,000. So if grade A, location Bangalore, BNG, then you will get 20, and if CNG 15, and else 10. And similarly you can actually do it this way. Yeah, so that is something which you can actually improvise your requirement here, and then actually come up with the codes, right? All right, guys, I think we have covered quite a bit here, and in the next session we are going to start with the while loops and for loops. So stay tuned, and please click on the subscribe icon, and also on the bell icon to get notified as and when the videos are getting uploaded, right? So until next time, have a nice day, and keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.